need healthy oceans, and plastic pollution in the oceans ultimately endangers our health. With 5 Gyres, our goal is to engage people in really understanding what's happening to our oceans and understanding that we depend on clean oceans for our survival. Every ocean contains these circular currents that we call gyres. Plastic pollution flows into our oceans from every continent in the world. The bags, the bottles, the straws, the forks, the throwaway plastics that we all see as such a big part of our consumer habits. And these plastics flow into our oceans from rivers, from streams, from storm drains. And once they get into the oceans, plastics are not biodegradable. All plastics are made from fossil fuels, and they're designed to last forever. So plastics enter our oceans, they get swept up into these huge current systems where they stay indefinitely. Plastics don't biodegrade, but they do photodegrade, and that means that sunlight and wave actions break our plastics down into tiny little fragments that stay in our oceans forever. Plastics can be easily mistaken for food by fish, by turtles, by baby sharks, by all kinds of marine animals that live in our oceans.
We have found microplastics in the stomachs of over 663 species. Plastics has the ability to absorb all kinds of hydrophobic pollutants, things like PCBs and DDT, flame retardants, all these chemicals that persist in the environment. They stick to plastics in really high concentrations. So one small piece of plastic can have up to 1 million times higher concentrations of these organic pollutants in the ambient seawater. I mean, you've got little small zooplankton eating small dust-sized particles of plastic laden with toxins. Then those toxins come off the plastic into their bodies, up the food chain to smaller fish, to bigger fish, ultimately to you and I. By several degrees of separation, we are trashing ourselves by trashing the seas with our plastic waste.
The initial production of plastic involves taking oil or natural gas and making it into a plastic product, a plastic pellet, and then that plastic pellet is then used to make a plastic bottle. And when we recycle instead and make a plastic bottle out of another plastic bottle, we're avoiding the energy that was used to make the plastic, the greenhouse gases, the toxics, all of that gets avoided. And so the carbon footprint of a bottle that's made out of 100% recycled material is actually 70 to 90% lower than the carbon footprint of a bottle that's made out of virgin plastics.
The problems facing our oceans and our planet can seem overwhelming at times, but fortunately there are small things that we can all do every single day that do add up. One is just simply refusing single-use plastics, not using plastic bags, bottles, forks, and straws, bringing our own containers, and making smarter choices about the products that we buy every day. Second is supporting companies that are making smart choices, that are incorporating recycled content, that are designing products that aren't destined to go to the landfill.
And there are a lot of companies that are thinking out of the box, very innovative ways where they design and package their materials and the way they deliver them to their customer and how they get it back. That kind of circular economy around the material is what's going to save our seas.
It's going to take major creativity and innovation from companies that are producing products and policymakers that are instituting laws and everyday citizens to get involved. But that's why we need people to get informed, to vote, and to make smarter choices with the everyday products that we all use.